Alright, I think everybody has now gotten a chance to see the Sony PlayStation showcase and actually watch the reveal of the gameplay trailer for Spider-Man 2. So, one of the things that caught my eye is that a lot of people probably aren't very happy about the fact that a release date for the game wasn't revealed. At the end of the trailer, it basically said the game will be released in the fall. But to be honest, I think Sony Interactive Entertainment as well as Sony Pictures are trying to pull a really fast one on us, and it's actually quite brilliant. It's simple and brilliant. What am I talking about? Here's reality. This trailer is just simply epic. But if you remember last year when the gameplay, when the reveal for Spider-Man 2 was sent out, and we saw first time the big I think there were rumors that Kraven would have been in the game, but the mere fact that this trailer actually opened up with a cinematic for Kraven, it really sets the tone for this entire way forward for this game. Because again, one of the things that I looked at is that Sony did the press did their own Sony Pictures did their own presentation when it came out to the upcoming movie Kraven the Hunter, and everything is kind of centered around rated R, it's going to be how violent it's going to be, and really and truly the hunt is on for Spider-Man, yet still Spider-Man is not reportedly in the Kraven the Hunter movie. No, this is not something new by any means of any movie industry syncing up their game release along with their movie release. But I think it's very clear that the release date was already basically told to us, because it would just simply make beautiful sense for us to get the actual Sony game alongside Kraven the Hunter movie. I have seen it a couple times where, okay, if the studio owns a certain movie or a certain franchise, you go and you sit in the theater and you're not just sitting there and eating popcorn and seeing trailers of upcoming movies. And if you do, you're gonna see something a little bit more. For those who have seen Sony movies in the past, I think you know what I'm talking about. You would see, oh, a Sony movie coming up. You see the PlayStation logo coming up, and you saw the PlayStation 4. You see the PlayStation 5. Oh, these are now being sold. They did it with this last Spider-Man movie, where you actually saw an ad for the Sony PlayStation. So it just makes logic. It's just very very straightforward in logical sense. Now, one of the things I want to highlight here is that if you watch the PlayStation showcase, the two trailers that we're seeing here are the PlayStation website now posts a showcase actually now split into these two separate trailers. So one is actually literally highlighting the fact that Kraven is here. So again, it's just something that's really great. We went in just expecting Venom, and we got Venom straight off the bat. You can see the gameplay, the mechanics, really and truly evolution of what was there before. Personally speaking, I still think that the animation and everything is a little bit choppy for what they can actually do with Venom. I'm really pleased about it. And this is one of the, I don't often finish games, but Spider-Man is definitely one of the games I finished. And I'm getting my PlayStation 5 in a couple weeks, and I plan to finish Miles Morales storyline on the PlayStation 5. I refuse to play it on the PlayStation 4. I believe this is something that I want to feel as next gen as possible. So I've been looking forward to playing these games, and the tone that's already set for the game with Kraven being in it is just making me even more hyped for the movie. And I think that's a purpose. That's a point of Sony kind of merging these two things together. You want to build the hype. You're gonna try to merge those two audiences. Somebody like me that what goes to the theater and watches every one of Sony's Marvel's movies. Spider-Man is my favorite character of all time. Um, So there's no doubt about it that I'll be seeing Kraven as well inside the theater. Um, but at the same time, this game is a day one buy for me, and I just know that just syncing up the two. Now, granted, other games have actually synced their storylines together, meaning you probably see the same characters inside of the movies. Marvel didn't do it with Guardians of the Galaxy. They didn't release the same time or around the same time, but at the same. But if you really actually look at it, um, this is not something outside of the norm for what we would expect to be done by Sony. So again, it's just really something that I'm really, really, truly looking forward to. This whole setup, it's going to be so much about Craven. It's not even funny. What I'm hoping is not like the original Spider-Man game, where it was a multitude of characters, and then we know in the end the big baddie, quote unquote spoilers, was Sinister Six to some degree, being led by Doctor Octopus. But at the same time, the game kind of starts out with Kingpin, and you're out actually fighting his henchmen, and then there are other persons that came in. For those who haven't really played the game, there's other villains, and I love the fact that these games give you an opportunity to fight the rogues gallery, quote unquote, of the Spider-Man universe. So again, for them to kind of hit off the bat to kind of say, hey, yes, in the previous game we had these multitude of characters, and yes, we gave you the trailer and told you, say, hey, Venom is coming. Then all of a sudden, the opening of this trailer is just straight diving straight into it and say, hey, guess what? Craven is here. Craven the Hunter is here. I am even more hyped for this upcoming Craven the Hunter movie. Um, for those who haven't seen it, they did this nice little montage on IMDb talking about Craven the Hunter. I know a few persons have. I think it's at CinemaCon. They've actually seen a bit of the movie. So and everybody's talking about the fact that, hey, it's rated R and it's really and truly up there. So it's not going to be for everyone. I'm not sure if it's going to hit like $1 billion at the theater, but it's going to be huge marketing for you just to sync up the Craven movie with the Spider-Man 2 game. So that's just something I'm really, really, truly looking forward to. Now, alright, so for now, yes, it's all about be about Craven. So I want to kind of just also take the time to kind of speak a little bit about this trailer. I love the setup. I personally believe that it is the best comic book movie of all time. Yeah, Dark Knight can come in and all that wonderful stuff, but I do believe Spider-Man 2 is the greatest comic book movie of all time. I still own the 2 DVD. And when Spider-Man 3 came out, when I was at the theater watching Spider-Man 3, a friend of mine was saying that, they saw the progression from Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, and how the Venom symbiote suit versus the black suit, depending on which way you want to look at it. But again, how his personality changed. It's like power corrupts, and that's what the Venom symbiote is. So I'm really looking forward to kind of seeing how he gets the symbiote in the first place. I mean, to jump from when they did the first reveal that Venom was gonna be in Spider-Man 2 to just jump in and where you're actually the Venom, and it's clear that Miles wasn't aware either at the same time. So there's definitely, this is not like just the opening of the game. There's definitely something that's there between. It also begs the question: where's Mary Jane in all of this? Where's Aunt May? So if for those who actually played Spider-Man 1, you could see how a lot of things happened with Peter and how it kind of transitioned there. Now, one more point I want to jump in here is them actually fighting the lizard. So again, Rogues Gallery, this is nothing new. The lizard has always been one of those type persons. I think they made mention something here in the trailer talking about they need to get Dr. Connors back in his right mind because um, basically Oscorp, Osborn. Oh my gosh. Basically, his son is basically ill, and he's the only Harry's ill, and apparently Connors is the only one that can actually cure him. Now that also reminds me of kind of how they've actually done Spider-Man 2. So I'm not sure if that was a conscious thing. I don't think the movies are that intertwined with what they've done in the games are that intertwined with what they've done in the movies. But if you remember, like in the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man movies, Dr. Connors, of course, was the main villain in Amazing Spider-Man 1, and at the same time, his whole idea was also to cure, from a genetic standpoint, the human flaws. But we also saw where that led into the mere fact of Harry also being ill. So a lot of things from the movies that I'm reading too much into it, but just watching these trailers, I was like, this is awesome. This is like this is literally going to be me just like reliving and reliving the movies inside of this game. And again, I don't always finish games, but I did finish Spider-Man 1. It was just something. Peter just threw that guy. Get out of my way. This is just gonna be awesome, man. This game can't come any sooner. So I do anticipate this game releasing in October, alongside in and around the release of Kraven the Hunter. That's what I really and truly think. I don't see why they didn't really reveal the release date. It just simply makes sense. It would be a missed opportunity if they don't, but that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to playing this game, running out to the theater, watching a movie, or vice versa, and coming back and doing just the other. So, well, it's up to you guys. Maybe I'm all wrong here, but looking forward to it. So, if this is the first time you're stopping by, feel free to like, subscribe, leave your comments, the good, the bad, stay away from the ugly, and let's have some fun. Look forward to playing this game and look forward to watching Craven the Hunter in October 2023. Bye, team.